Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Greetings everybody, guys. Let's take a look today at the Canadian dollar, because on Friday it was a holiday in the Euro Union. The setup that we have talked about on Euro currency is still the same, so it was not really big activity on Friday on the Euro, and I thought maybe it makes sense to take a look at something else. And as we're keep watching for Canadian dollar setup, you remember here is a long-term scenario that we have keep an eye on within the last probably 4-5 weeks. Now it comes to logical point where the trade really could start, but as I have taken a look at it, it has some nuances that we need to discuss today. I will not talk about the long-term charts on the monthly and weekly, so you could read the research there. You will find the detailed analysis. Shortly speaking, is that market mostly has completed all preliminary steps for starting downward action. Our ABCD weekly target has been hit. Market has done it right at the weekly strong confidence resistance, and now downside reaction should follow. So this scenario will be valid until market stands below previous tops and keep bearish trend on the monthly chart valid. That's why here we're starting to watch for chances to go short. But first, I would like you to take a look at the daily chart and recall the trade that we have on euro currency somewhere maybe 2-3 weeks ago, somewhere of that sort. You should remember that it was really very bright trade. If you remember, on the weekly, we have a kind of the ABCD pattern here. Strong confidence support right below the neckline of the potential head and shoulders pattern. So yes, right now, you could easily recognize the potential pattern here. That was one of our conditions that we said we will not take any short position until we will not get the clear bearish pattern on our back right at the strong level. So we have the completion of major target, we have the strong level, and we have the bearish reversal pattern in progress. It hasn't started yet, but on the next week probably this will happen. And that's why I would like to return back to trade on the euro currency. If you remember, it has the name as OOPS by the Judd Napoli. He calls the OOPS trade, OOPS directional pattern, when it's the hazard of the failure of the classical pattern. Because you know that the classical target of the hand shoulders is the AB equals CD to the downside. But the existence of the strong confidence right below the neckline significantly increased the chance that hand shoulders will fail in upward and price action will change the direction. So it will not be able to reach the target. That's precisely what has happened on the euro currency, if you remember. Why I'm talking about this? Yes, so of course, it's possible that the Canadian dollar will be strong enough just to break this all this stuff and just continue downward action with our monthly trade. But monthly trade, guys, monthly, weekly trade is rather long-term setup. It means that market could show a lot of things around the strong resistance area before the real trade will start. This is the first reason. Second reason is that you know probably what is going on around the Canadian dollar fundamentally. So you know all this NFTA talks with tariffs. This maybe the exceptions will be, and Canada will be exempted from the acting of the tariffs. But still, it's a lot of talks about it. Second, the recent data on the Canadian economy has shown the drop of the 0.1%. This was out of the expectation in general. So it's a bit blurry and unclear situation around the fundamentals. This is the first moment. Second moment, from technical point of view, guys, I don't like really this market hasn't reached the XLP target. So it would be just perfect if market first has hit the XLP and has dropped further, and after that it could become just perfect picture. But take a look that XLP has not been hit just for the 20 pips. Taking into consideration all this stuff with this confidence support, and probably market could fail to proceed with the hand shoulders and reverse up. This leads me to the conclusion that actually it seems that either Canadian dollar will be very strong and will break all this stuff down, or if it will not happen, these hand shoulders could become the part of some larger pattern. For example, just for example, it could become the 127 hand shoulders. If it will become the left shoulder, 127 head, hitting of the XLP, since it will be rather close to the weekly monthly resistance, 132 area, while resistance is 131.30 approximately. It's not a real big problem, 50-60 pips for the monthly chart. And then it could start real reversal action. So we should keep in mind that. It's important. Following this logic, I think that in the current situation we need to focus only on the short-term trade that has the potential target right around 28 confidence support, and to not marry any short position, not keep it stubbornly just with the hope that the monthly strength will prevail and Canadian dollar will drop here. I think that we'll need to split this possible long-term trade into two parts. The first part is dealing with these hand and shoulders, but limit our target with just the confidence area. It's 128. So if you'll take a look at the 4-hour time frame chart, here is how it could be taken. First, I think that we could keep an eye on possible ABCD retracement here, right to the major 618 resistance 130, by two reasons. First of all, in this case, we will keep the harmony of the hand and shoulders. It will just logical. Will be looking very good if we get the right arm top right in this area. Second, we could get the Gartner's triple juice sell that's very often guessed in the second half of the hand and shoulders, and it will become particularly the bearish pattern that could trigger the downward action. If our suggestion will be correct, we will be watching for this ABC top COP target 618 extension. That will stand 127.97. That in turn agrees with the daily confidence area. So that's our trading setup for a common week. What will happen around this conference? We will take a look later. So that's not really very interesting right now. Our task here is to complete this first part of maybe a large bearish trade. After that, we will keep an eye on what will happen around this area, whether it makes sense to take the short again or maybe to wait for some upward action or something of that sort. So that's our trading setup here.